Mr. Vajan, I'm coming to you again, and I'll come back to the same question, old tax regime versus the new tax regime. I did ask the finance minister earlier this afternoon, and she said that she's not going to be shutting down the old tax regime. And therefore, it makes the task for all the taxpayers even more complicated, whether I choose the old tax regime or the new tax regime again. How many people do you think, after the amendments that have been made now in the new budget, will now choose the new tax regime, and who should choose it? Will it be 100%?
Sakshi, I did an arithmetic on 1st February in the night. I tried my best to find out who is the person will like to continue with the old regime instead of the new regime. So I could find out only, technically many people may not, I think maybe are unable to understand it. Under the new regime, you are not entitled to carry forward your losses incurred in the house property, etc. So in case you have purchased a property where you're paying huge interest and you are incurring a loss, I believe old regime still may be beneficial. But I agree, now more than 99% people will switch over to the new regime. And why the finance minister said that she is not going to withdraw the old regime is, the reason is obvious. We normally use a word, rule of estoppel. So once I have opted for a old regime which is continuing and I have committed something out of it, the government say, okay, all right, over a period, let it die down naturally rather than government withdrawing it. We started with 15% in the new regime. We ended now in 75. And next year it will be more than 80, 85. And next year, because this new regime which today she has introduced of 12 lakh rupees will be applicable for financial year 25, 26. So those tax returns will be filed in the July 26. So there I believe almost 100% people will go in the new regime or old regime, because the way that she has given the concession and it's going on, and no new concessions are going to come in the old regime. That's, I believe, that's an issue.